To be blunt, most of 2020 has sucked ass. That being said, gents, I'm going to keep this video positive. I'm going to talk about my biggest win in 2020 and how you can steal my tactic so that you can make a win like this yours. So my biggest win this year, valued about $500,000 on paper, and I'll get into that here in a second, has been finding the right strategic partner to start a new business with. And that's the tactic, gents, I want you to steal. Form a strategic partnership with a business that needs your particular skills. You're looking for a fast track. You're not looking to start something from scratch. There's tons of distressed businesses out there with operators, basically someone that's great at operations, and you may have great marketing skills. You may have great sales skills. You may be a lawyer. You may be a business consultant. Whatever it is, think about what skill set can I bring to the table in a partnership so that together it's not 1 + 1 = 2, it's 1 + 1 = 5. And I was fortunate enough to be able to find a partner. And yes, you've probably heard me talk about this, Vitaman. My partner, Claire, she's great at operations. She already had 35 products. The company had been around for 20 years. She had perfected the formulas. But you know what? She didn't have really a good online presence. I came in and I added huge value by bringing awareness online and introducing you guys to an awesome company. Now, how did I find this strategic partner, especially with her being on the other side of the world? We did have one friend in common. His name is Dale Beaumont. He's a business coach over in Australia. Dale and I had spoken on the stage together at the Youpreneur Summit in London. And he was just someone I stayed in touch with. He really impressed me. And he's like, Antonio, you've got to check out these products. He gave me, and I get products all the time. So I'm like, okay, Dale, thank you. And I checked it out, but I did try it. And I was blown away by their aftershaves. When I tried this stuff, I was like, oh, this aloe vera, this is beautiful. Oh, 100% natural, leveraging organic. Let me check this company out. And so I went and learned more about them. I stayed in touch. I trusted Dale. And that's the next tactic I want you to steal, guys. Build a relationship with other people that are like-minded with you. For me, as a busy entrepreneur, I surround myself with other busy entrepreneurs making things happen. These people, they know what you're doing. They know what you're interested in. And guess what? They start looking out for you. And that's exactly what Dale did. He followed up. He's like, Antonio, have you gone through all the products? I'm like, yeah, I loved him. He's like, I got to put you in touch with Claire. So he jumped on a Zoom call and all of a sudden we hit it off. We had a good trusted friend in common. I got a lot more samples, started testing all of her products, and I realized, wait a minute, she doesn't really have any online presence. She's got these great products, but she doesn't have the online customers. I've got, you guys that follow my videos, that love my content, that trust what I'm putting out. I have got to introduce you guys to this product. So I started talking to her, hey, you got a marketing budget? She didn't have a marketing budget. She wasn't really selling anything online. And I started thinking, well, you know what? What if we formed a partnership? And I realized she's a lot like me. She likes to be able to grow a business, to be able to help men look better. And she'd been doing that for 20 years, but yet she wasn't able to reach more men. And that's, you find somebody that's a kindred spirit, surrounding yourself with awesome people who want to go down the journey with you. Now, what did I mean by $500,000 on paper? Well, I haven't pulled any money out of the company. And this is, again, where I've got a great strategic partner. We both understood the key of this company right now is to build up our inventory, and all sales, all profits go right back into the company. And we understand that I don't want to deal with any inventory issues. I would rather not even take a salary, which I'm not for this first year. It's all about actually putting that money back in so that we grow the base and we've got a strong foundation. Now, trust is key. And I was very clear up front that we've got to have seamless communication. So we had multiple meetings every single week, talking about the plan of action, what we were going to do. I was very transparent about this first year. I didn't really expect to make much money. This first year is about experimenting. This first year is about finding what works. I'm willing to put in about this amount of time. I'm going to pull these resources from my company. And that is another key thing you need to understand. You've got to be transparent. You've got to have good communication. That person may be really bad at email, and you've got to be really clear that that kind of bothers you. I've seen so many partnerships fail because people just aren't communicating, and it starts to fester. And speaking of trust, let's talk about the trust you're probably most concerned about, and that is the trust between me and you. You guys know I do a lot of sponsored videos, but you know what? I'm always clear, this is a sponsored video. every single product I talk about, I will test it, I will use it, I will get to know the founders, I will make sure that they stand behind it because it's my word I'm putting online. And I want to make sure that I can talk about these products and really be able to go out there and promote them because I know that they're going to serve you guys great. Pete and Pedro, guess what? It's still a great product and I still recommend it. Eric over at Beard Brand, all of his products are amazing. My friends Emil and Rasmus over at By Valane, slick hair, their products amazing. The guys over at Tiege Hanley, awesome. I love their system, but here's the thing, is it's not perfect for everybody. So many of you guys want natural, you want organic ingredients. So that's what I love about Vitamin is I realized, hey, this is coming in and it's serving a particular need. And I'm very transparent with the ingredients. And I realized there were some people out there that would want a product like this. So over the last few years, I've made some stupid decisions, but partnering with Vitamin and seeing that these guys have so many unique solutions to all the problems out there when it comes to grooming, this was, I got this one right. Because I understand a lot of you guys, yeah, you're dealing with thinning hair. You want a natural shampoo that's going to volumize that thinning hair. So guess what? We've got a volumizing conditioner and volumizing shampoo that doesn't use any chemicals and naturally helps your thin hair look better. Or maybe you've got really oily hair and you don't want to use a shampoo that's too harsh, that's going to strip out all the oil because then your scalp goes into overdrive and just produces more oil. No, you want a shampoo and a conditioner specifically designed to work with your oily hair, so it's going to get rid of some of the oil, especially on the hair, but it's not going to strip it from the scalp. And the same thing with dandruff. Dry, flaky scalp, yeah, you need a moisturizing shampoo. You want natural ingredients. Guess what? Shampoo, conditioner, boom, problem solved. Now, I talked about how communication is key, but if you want a strategic partnership to really work, you got to make sure that both parties are listening to each other. You're coming in with all these new ideas. The established owner, they've been doing things like that way for 5 years, 10 years. In my case, 20 years, Claire had been running this business and she'd been doing well. And yes, I come in with all these ideas, but it's human nature to resist change because you've been doing it this way. You're comfortable doing it this way. And to her credit, Claire listened to me. I knew a bit about grooming products. I mean, I've been talking about them for years, but I didn't know them to the level that she did, getting down to every single ingredient and why it's there. So I've had to swallow some humble pie and I've had to get back to the drawing board of understanding what is in the product. So when I look at her gel, I understand, okay, it's gel, but I've seen a lot of gels. This gel is unique in the sense that it's for guys with thinner hair. So if you've got thinner hair, this gel is going to be perfect for you. Our pomade works great if you've got thicker hair. If you don't want that greasy look, this is the pomade for you. The matte mud, this is our strongest hold. She's got also this really great styling cream, which I absolutely love the styling cream. Point being is I realized, you know what? You're missing a fiber. You're missing a basically no shine, but high hold product. And she listened to me and we've been working on a fiber product. You want to have a partner that will work with you, that will listen to you. She didn't have a 100% money back guarantee. We need to have that because when people try a new company, they want to make sure that, hey, if I'm going to take a risk on something, that you want to reduce the risk. So that's why I put up that 100% money back guarantee. And by the way, I know I've been talking a lot about Vitamin. If you want to go check out the website, use that link down in the description. It's also going to make sure you get the best deal out there on the web. And guys, I would appreciate it if you go explore our website, look at all the different things that we're doing. Let me know down in the comments or reach out to me via email if you've got a suggestion, if you've got an idea how I can improve the website. And to make this a little bit more fun, if you leave me a great comment, give me feedback on things that you love that we're doing, things you think we can improve upon, I'm going to go down there and choose a few winners and send you one of our limited edition Armorous coins. Now, to be transparent, not everything in this partnership has been a bed of roses. We've dealt with our difficulties. We've had some issues with Facebook ads. We just can't seem to crack that nut right now. We've had products which don't move despite me talking about them, or despite, Claire, she loves this anti-aging mask. I think we can improve upon it, but the mud mask I think is amazing, but yet I've realized most of you guys view this as feminine. I'm trying to think, how can I go about getting guys to rethink masks? They're actually incredibly useful for you. And our sea salt body scrub. We've actually talked about this in multiple videos and I've tried different angles, but it's just not yet resonating with you guys. And I'd love to hear from you down in the comments why. To me, a sea salt body scrub, in case you don't know, it's an exfoliator, which if you're dealing with acne, if you've just got a little bit of acne, or if you've got rough skin, this is going to just soften up your body. And the ladies love it and it makes you just feel good. And most guys don't even know this stuff exists. And on the flip side, it's been amazing to have partners to share the wins with. So we did a video a while back talking about anti antiperspirants and how they have aluminum that clog up your pores. And if you want a natural deodorant that's actually going to keep you smelling good and not clog up your pores, you need to check out what we've got. Our Ocean deodorant. This thing is amazing. And I didn't expect to sell as many as we did. This has become our #1 seller. And it's been so cool to be able to share this with Claire, Gavin, Yuri, the people on my team that, yeah, we threw this out there and it just resonated. And by the way, if you like Ocean, you're going to love Earth. This is our new smell, the new one we've got out. Point being, guys, is when you're on this journey, when you're building something, it's cool to have partners to be able to celebrate the wins with. All that being said, I've still got a lot of work in front of me. So our shaving products, I think they are amazing. Yet they don't convert and sell as well as I would hope. We came out with a new shaving cream. We do have the shaving gel. That stuff is great. It's clear, transparent. But I wanted to get back to a shaving cream, and I went ahead and had it reformulated. I wanted it thicker. I wanted people to basically be able to use less and for it to be super smooth. Our shaving oil, still, I think one of the better deals out there, especially when you look at our competition, but it just isn't selling as much. I think so many men would be better if they put a little layer of shaving oil and then they used a shaving cream or a shaving gel. That double layer right there, even if you're using a cheap razor, is going to give you a better shave. So there's so much that we've got to teach out there when it comes to information. Leave-in moisturizer. Again, most guys don't even know this stuff exists. This is a moisturizer you leave in your hair for about 10 minutes and it's going to make it a lot smoother. This is great if you've got longer hair or medium length hair. There's also hair food. Again, if you've got longer hair, you don't want to be dealing with split ends. You want your hair to grow out faster. You want it to grow longer. Hair food is where it's at. All right, gents, so what'd you think of the video? A little bit different than my normal fare. Click on that like button or click on the dislike button if you didn't like the video. And don't forget, gents, I want to hear from you down in the comments. Let me hear your opinion of how we can improve at Vitamin. Go check out the website. I will link to it down in the description of today's video. Now, we've got well over 1,000 customers. And by the way, we've called most of the Vitamin out there. We're looking to start a club. I've got some things. I'm looking to actually give away some free DOP kits to people that are subscribers. All that stuff is coming up here soon. So what video to watch next? How about why is Tom Ford so damn stylish? The guy is a friggin' icon. What I love about him, and he's from Houston, Texas, in case you don't know. So a fellow Texan. I grew up in Midland. But yeah, there's a lot of other reasons why he's so stylish. Find out, gents, in this video right here.